Anthony Barnaby and Mark Valentin with Happy Hour Jam Session. And we're all improv today. We're going to have first hour with Happy Hour Jam Session, second hour with set improv. And we're talking about what, Happy Hour Jam Session is all about, so you can go and be a part of this over at Theater 7 in downtown Las Vegas. And they're performing every first and third Wednesday at Theater 7 in downtown Las Vegas from 7 to 9 p.m. And it's only $10 cash at the door. That's really, really cheap as far as any sort of show is concerned in Las Vegas. I mean, and you can also...
if there's a fifth Wednesday?
Like every leap year or something?
Well, we did have a leap year jam. We did have a leap year jam.
It was super long.
4 years in the making. Yeah, when stuff like that happens, it's kind of a toss-up as to whether the theater...
The marketing office goes...
Yeah.
I don't know what to do.
You want 3 shows this month? Out with you! Yeah, it really kind of comes down to do we, don't we, and is the theater available if we're going to do it, sort of thing. So
we'll alert all loyal Facebook fans.
Oh yeah, go to Facebook.
Fifth Wednesday Jam.
Facebook.com/Happy Hour Improv. You can also follow them on Twitter, Twitter.com/Happy Hour Improv, or you can just go to theater7lv.com. If you're just now listening, you can call us here at the station and talk to us live on the air if you're interested.
Yeah.
Call 221-7283. Or for those of you who like telephone numbers that spell out words, 221-SAVE, S-A-V-E. And we're going to have the lines open if you want to talk to us.
I wonder what else it spells.
I'm on it.
We're hoping you two may indulge us in some improv games. So if you're on Facebook and you like us, feel free to offer some suggestions of
some games.
Obviously, we're in a confined space, so we may just have to do some beginning type improv games.
That's really weird. I'm looking at your Facebook page. 300 people just suggested spatula.
And blender. How about that?
Walmart bathroom.
So now, Happy Hour Jam Session. Let me ask you this, okay? Because I think there's a common misperception about improv. There's 2 types of school of thought. I thought, anyways, for me. And that's one that's strictly for entertainment. We're talking whose line is it anyways. And then one that's a function of theater. One that is a tool, a resource, a springboard, for lack of better words, into what you're trying to create that's already a generated product of an author that you're trying to exemplify. So let me ask you this. Happy Hour Jam Session. We're talking more of entertainment just for the purpose of creating something entertaining for an audience, more so than a device for theater, yes? Is that accurate?
I think it's kind of a blend of that. Really, its primary function is to provide an opportunity for people to try their hand at it, more than anything.
So it's a gateway drug.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Happy Hour Improv supports gateway drugs. Print that on your money.
Come to the first show for free. The next time it'll cost.
It is a little of opportunity to try your craft at things. But it's also, I know, for people watching, it's going to look weird when I'm like leaning over the table.
I'd also like to remind Mark, he can speak in his natural cadence.
They also said to get really close to the mic, so that's what I'm doing. But
it has a unique smell. Go for it.
So, but really, it's an opportunity to do new things, but you will be entertained by what you see on the stage. So it really is both. That's why it's the blend, and it's really, it's for the people who haven't done any improv before. They can go on stage, they can try the new games. It's a really friendly, welcoming environment.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, like, is it for everyone, or can it get a little outrandy? Yeah, I said outlandish, and I went outrandy. It can get outrandy.
And well, with any art form and any show, it can.
Take off, for instance.
But usually no. It's actually really top of the intelligence. We're not going for the poo-poo jokes,
It does happen at times.
Happens.
Well, sure. But and I'll probably speak for the two of you that's not what you're going for.
No, certainly.
And so as co-producers of the show and regular performers within the games, your show is very similar to what I came up in improv with. Is that there were seasoned performers that were on the stage with the relative newcomers to effectively hold their stagehand. And that's something that you guys do that I never did.
Yeah, that was something that we wanted to address when we decided to.
I didn't have my own troops. So.
Right. No, that was something that we wanted to address when we brought back the jam session, because it's very daunting if you've never done it before, and now you're on stage and, oh my god, I gotta be funny. I gotta say something that's gonna get a reaction out of people. Pop culture and swearing, you know, like that's where it goes. And, you know, for early improvisers, like, that happens all the time. It happened with me when I was first starting. It was just kind of like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Did it ever?
I don't even want to get into your early scenes. But
I have some
yeah, but the whole
videotaped.
and the whole idea though, and this is for somebody who's maybe thinking about going and checking out the show, or maybe thinking about going and participating in the show. I mean, the whole idea of improv is to take chances, is to create something together, taking chances, and good, bad, or ugly, indifferent. I mean, it could miserably fail, but that's part of the thrill of the risk of it all.
Right, and it's definitely part of the learning experience. Paul Mattingly, if he's on later today, one of the things that he always says all the time is the best improv scenes last 2 to 3 minutes. The worst improv scenes last 2 to 3 minutes. Once that scene's done, it's gone forever. You're never going to see that scene again. It's never going to happen the same way twice. Even if you try to come out and recreate that same scene, it won't work. There's an entire improv game based on exactly that concept. So it really gives people the chance to, by having happy hour playing with them, and by having other seasoned performers who come to the show just of their own volition, because they just like performing, by having those people up there with new people, they end up making everybody look like a genius. Because the people who aren't very confident or not sure really what they're doing, doesn't really matter, because the seasoned players know how to react to that and know how to turn that around, so it makes it look like those people, that the new people are actually making that choice for their character, as opposed to screwing up, quote unquote, on stage.
So it's not necessarily jumping into the deep end of the pool. There's structure to it that you guys provide that is kind of like a saloon door, and you're if you're willing, you can just walk right through, and you can be a part of it, and it's a very nurturing experience.
Well, what you were saying, you know, with some of the misconceptions of improvisation, I will add to that there is another misconception that all improvisation is funny.
Sure.
Right.
Anthony
point.
made the comment that, you know, these performers will get there and think they have to come up with something funny, and that's actually the wrong thing to do. I mean, humor most often, especially within improv, is based and grounded in reality,
In truth,
right? And especially, and there's a book called Truth in Comedy, which if anyone's
Which is a
interested,
brilliant book.
it's one of the
Probably one of the
necessary
It's a hand
books.
guide.
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say theater people in general, not just improv.
Yeah.
You get this book. It's a brilliant book. Del Close. It's brilliant.
Is that one by Del Close?
Well, Del Close and somebody else. They co-wrote it or something.
Yeah, I don't.
I'll look it
Yeah,
up.
no, don't close. And then the other one.
There
is,
are like 50 people just rolling their eyes and screaming.
I
right
know.
now.
Well, we know the name of the book.
Well,
and there's improvised by Mick Napier, which is the other.
and
that's like the
improvisation for the theater by the Viola Spolin.
Yeah, that's what Neil knows. Knows all about that.
Truth and
That's like the three.
Comedy.
Sherman
Charna.
Halpern.
Yep.
Yeah.
Del Close. Kim Howard Johnson.
We can edit that out.
Howard Johnson.
later.
Kim Howard Johnson.
No,
we'll edit this live
we'll
program.
edit this live.
It's a delay.
The ISBN number is.
Actually, why don't you put a link on our Facebook
I'll
page
put
and
the
we'll
link
get some
on it.
extra points from Amazon.com.
There you go. Maybe that's a
Amazon.
gift card.
You guys brought in a couple of tickets for the shopping program, or the radio shopping show, which is fantastic. Your next show is
This Wednesday. It's this Wednesday, the 20th. And I'm sorry, something that I meant to say before is that we actually we do short form games, but we also do long form. And what long form games is basically, imagine you're seeing a play without a script. That's the easiest way to describe it. Basically, people will come out, get a one-word suggestion, and then make entire characters.
How long does it last? About.
about
Show?
half hour, 45
Yeah,
minutes.
like 20 minutes to half an hour.
Wow.
So we actually alternate between jams doing that. So this Wednesday is a long form jam.
Well,
wow.
let's improvise a commercial right now, because
Yeah, let's go into commercial. We'll come
break.
back. We'll talk with Anthony Barnaby
And
Mark
Pete.
Valentine, and we'll talk more about the happy hour jam session here at Curtain Call with Eric Ball.
Three. You guys hear me fine when I do
Yeah,
this?
Alright, so this is all the PSAs right now.
You're going to like radio.
Okay, so there's the new ones you call the hot button.
Well, it's also
Those are all
because
commercials.
if a
So
normal
this is pretty much
game, I'm like
each
shouting.
I'll eventually probably get my own.
That's what I'm trying not to do.
But, PSA is public service.
Yeah, so
Is there any other ones that I could go?
yeah. Let's see here. Run through, then we'll put another one, and then we'll show
Yeah,
some other ones.
all of this is still being recorded, so all
That's fine.
Like other commercials you can use.
You're on the air.
Like the exact
Make
site,
names
it's like,
here.
it's like an adult store, there's like some restaurants right
Sure.
here.
the rain,
Ranch House?
Yeah.
No,
Those are
The
more restaurants.
Did you guys ever read the book Guru?
So it's like I don't kind of want to stay away from the whole sports thing. So
That's all right.
so pretty much the PSA is that.
Then we go back to my show and go there and then come back in
An
generic.
individual.
Yeah.
Were you here when
Exactly.
Omar Mars was here?
I have no idea what
I
that
don't
is.
think
He was with the scriptless.
Yeah, only unfortunately you can't pay attention to the time. You have to go back to the page that you're
I
on.
spent
So
some time with Del Close.
Well, if I go hot, then
right.
You know, he was a
So
student.
or you can always like listen to it too, and go that way if you want.
So it's kind of
Go
like
back to
Tuesdays with Maury.
Yeah, just stick your pig on which one. There you go.
How fresh is sweet tomatoes produce?
I'm learning.
Let's just say within 24 hours of being in the ground, it's not a
Sweet
refrigerated
Tomatoes
truck.
restaurant
That's what
where
it
everybody
looks
can
like.
eat salad.
Sweet tomatoes produce fresh from
And
the farm.
salad.
And
Yeah, I skipped the salad and go straight to the soup.
Great straight. I
I
dive
go straight to the raw turkey.
Yeah.
I was like, how do you eat $20 worth of salad?
So much leafy greens.
Change the name to the grazing barn.
Want to do one more and then
Yeah, one more.
let's do a 30 one of these?
You got oil spills in your driveway? Try
PB,
Ajax.
So I
it's
think
that place next to the Planet Hollywood. It's
first and third short form, second and fourth long form.
We were going to do that and then realized almost immediately that that was not a viable business choice.
For more information.
Are you guys running it as a business now to some extent, or?
We're trying this to get enough money to pay rent. That's what we're trying to do.
374.
So that's like our goal. Is like, hey, can we
Our
pay
goal
off
is
the
to
rent?
get 12 people to come to the show.
It's 10.
So
You think it rents more than it is.
Alright, and then pay attention to the commercial, go back to this. And then,
10 people.
And I
right, like starting caught up and
As of late, no, we actually had to cancel the last jam because
Well, they showed up but like a half hour late.
yeah,
And
people
they,
who did show up showed up half an hour behind.
but then
Alright, you guys almost ready?
Well, I'm glad to get
Cocktails and a full deck bar. Come on
Of
down
course.
to PBR Rock Bar.
That's a whole. That's
That's a whole show.
5 days a year.
that will pay rent.
And we're back with Curtain Call with Eric Ball. With me, as always, is Glenn Heath, and we are talking with the Happy Hour Jam session and troupe members Anthony Barnaby and Mark Valentin. Thank you for being here, gentlemen.
Thank you for having us.
Very
One.
good. I don't. What was that? The count?
I don't know, but they did a very good example of improvisation with the yes and principle.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
They simply took your idea, accepted it, and
And went
continued on in the equally poor accent.
If you are just now
Master of segue.
Nice.
Yeah.
If you are just now joining us, we are doing an all-improv show. We're talking to two different improv troupes. If you'd like to join us on Facebook, go to Curtain Call with Eric Ball, search it, and you can post questions to these gentlemen. You can suggest games. You can like us. That'd be nice.
Or you can just do the anti-improv thing and just say no.
Yeah, you can do anything like that. Or you can
don't-
call us here live at the station, 221-7283. Again, 221-7283.